Just look at the absolute state of this.
Sit daisy, don't be lazy, time to get to the masjid.
Yo!
Yo!
Why are you always skipping around here like a girl, bro? Who even are you?
My name is Abdullah. I'm a British man. Yeah, that's right. I am a British man, and I've been a Muslim for 11 years, my bro. Alhamdulillah.
What about you, mate? Yeah.
What about my friend? Yo, how can I even introduce somebody that's already been introduced? Abdushakur, tell him something, man.
My name's Abdushakur. I've been a Muslim for a year and a half now, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Should we give him a surah from Quran?
Bismillah.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahman.
I mean, as if being it wasn't bad enough, he then had to go and wear a dress and start speaking in tongues to make himself even more repugnant. Of course, the fact that we have enough Muslims in this country to influence young native men to act this way in the first place is obviously a disgrace. Well, that's modern Britain, a country where you'll get put in jail for sending a mean tweet that could cause offence, but there's absolutely no problem with these fanatics preaching in mosques up and down the country on how you can beat your wife according to Sharia law.
Nushuz here means she, for example, refuses to have intercourse with him. Then he gives her admonition. She comes back to intercourse, then khalas. If it doesn't benefit and she continues to refuse having intercourse with him, فَإِنْ أَظْهَرَتْ نُشُوزًا هَجَرَهَا. She continues in that, he boycotts her. Meaning, he doesn't sleep with her in the same bed. He doesn't leave the house, he's still in the house, but he doesn't sleep in the same bed as her. He abandons sleeping with her in the bed. فَإِنْ لَمْ يَرْتَعْهَا ذَلِكَ. If that doesn't, I said 4, right? Sorry, it's 3. If that doesn't help, then he's allowed to hit her a hitting that does not bruise and that does not break bones.
That's just lovely. And if you want to see what that looks like in practice, here you go. You know, I find it strange that women in Muslim countries put up with any of this. In my eyes, these women have more of a genuine refugee claim than the people coming across on the boats do. And that's just to get away from Muslim men. But this ungrateful second generation import doesn't seem to think so.
Here is my little message to the far right. If you want me out of your country, pay me a one-way ticket, pay for my accommodation, and I will be out of your hair for good. Because I promise you, my country is far better than this country. I was just unlucky to be born here. I hate this country more than you do. But pay for my shit and I'll be gone. I promise you. I promise you. Book it for tomorrow, matter of fact.
Well, I wouldn't call myself far right, but if that's the burden I need to bear in order to pay for this vile bitch's plane ticket out the country, then so be it. I might set up a GoFundMe for her. I mean, it's not like any of us want her here either. So really, mass immigration, what has it done? It's not benefited us or her. So what was the point? I mean, everyone is deeply unhappy with the current state of affairs. Like, as an example, I just want my country not to be filled with third world psychopaths threatening people with a knife in the middle of the day. Of course, I know wanting millions of people like this muppet deported from our country makes me a vile racist, as you're simply not allowed to be a nationalist in modern Britain. Well, that's unless you're a nationalist for Pakistan. Yeah, unfortunately, the only people in England who can be proud of their country these days are foreigners. And they're certainly not proud of England. The older generation certainly aren't afraid of standing up below.
A man came in the shop and demanding money, and I wouldn't give it him, so he came round the till and helped it out to the till. Dropped it on the floor, and so I got my stick and I walloped him one. He wouldn't stop. I pulled his shirt and tried to do what I can for him, and that was the nearest thing I could get was my stick, and I gave him a good hiding. And he dropped the towel on the floor. I still couldn't see his face. And then he ran out, he opened a cigarette and pinched the cigarette all on the floor, still didn't see his face. And then he knocked me on the floor and he ran out. And I had to wait till the police and that come then to sort it out. Everybody knows my name now, right?
How do you feel at 82 years old
All
to
right.
have fended off this much younger thug?
I know, great. great.
And
Yeah.
and what would you say if he was watching this?
I hope he get...
Careful.
I hope he dropped dead.
Yeah, and even small children have more balls than a lot of modern day British men to say what they really think.
You here today?
I'm here to protect the kids and how I have the streets safer for when I have kids. Because I'm scared. Because I'm scared if anything's going to happen to me. Because being a white girl is really scary at this time. Loads of people call me racist for going to these, but I just want to be able to feel safe in my own community, and I just want to be able to walk the streets like my dad and my mum used to without a worry.
Not going to school at the moment. What's happening there?
People are calling me racist at school for going to the marches, and they're calling me far right. But the thing is, I'm not far right. I respect everyone's cultures, their religion, where they come from and their background. I just want to be able to feel safe.